Way, way back in the day, like in caveman days, there was probably no such thing as comfort. Fred, Wilma, Barney, and Betty may have seemed like they were having a sweet life, but they were sitting and sleeping on rocks. At some point, cozy furniture became a thing and continues on through today. I think it started when Pebbles complained. After a hard day of school, work, or weekend warrior agony, most of us hurry home to chill out on a comfy couch or in a cushy chair. But this kind of rejuvenating bliss hasn't always been available.
In America, in the 1700s and the 1800s, you were lucky if you had a table. Think of a picnic table and a bench. That would be it.
As you might expect, the wealthiest families always had access to the best creature comforts. But it wasn't until the 19th century that average households could afford softer seats. The Henry Ford Museum's curator of decorative arts, Charles Sable, showed me some early design innovations that attempted to help people relax. What did the hoi polloi, the regular people, have for furniture?
They didn't. They didn't have seating furniture.
How did they eat dinner?
They sat on benches, okay? Sort of like this thing right in front of us here. This is known as a joint stool.
So at what point then do you have the middle class saying, we need chairs with backs to them?
With the Industrial Revolution, okay, of the 1820s, 30s, 40s, when furniture becomes cheaper because you have factories producing furniture that people could afford. And it gets kind of fancy later on, too. Like this chair right here.
Now that looks nice. That's fancier.
Yes.
This sort of swooped back. What is this? What's going on?
It was patented by a guy named Samuel Gragg in Boston, Massachusetts in 1808. And he was interested in how steam bent wood. So it's an innovation. The problem was that he made these pieces of wood too thin and they broke.
The manufacturing of affordable, comfortable furniture for the masses rose dramatically after America's Civil War.
What you have in the post-Civil War era are things like this.
Now this is kind of nice looking.
Yes, this is called a Marx adjustable chair. And this thing was to be comfortable. It adjusts back and forth. It's really one of the first recliners. Okay, it's all metal, and then you have rattan back here, and you have cushiony seats, nice velvet cushion seats.
And now this I like.
Now this represents what this was trying to do. This represents a huge change in the way people live. When we go from the 19th to the 20th century in America, houses change. People like Gustav Stickley comes up with the idea of a living room. This is a chair made by the Lazy Boy Company. There were two cousins from Michigan who started the company, and they looked at what we call Adirondack chairs, and they said, let's make these things adjustable so they can be more comfortable. And then they went to sell the chair in a department store. And the department store said, well, we can't sell this thing, it's an outdoor chair. You can only sell it for part of the year. Well, if you upholster it, you can sell it all year round. And that's how they came up with the idea of ultimately this. And over time, they started refining that idea of the reclining chair into a chair that rocks, goes back, has this crazy lever on the side, and what they called the biggest feature is this thing, the Ottomatic.
The Ottomatic, which may be the most important innovation in this museum.
Correct. Well, I wouldn't say that.
I would sacrifice one of my family members for that chair.